Very good, Rani Betty. You scored 100 marks out of 100 in this question paper. Good. Now you have got mastery over addition, subtraction, multiplication and division process. Now let us proceed to word problems in all these processes. You know, Rani Betty, most of the people find word problems bit difficult because they don't use their imagination and common sense. Start using your imagination. First of all, when you read the question, try to understand the exact meaning of the question and try to imagine that the entire process is happening in front of you. Ask yourself whether at the end the final answer is going to show increased amount or decreased amount. Your common sense will help you here. If your common sense and imagination put together tell you that the final answer is going to increase, then there are two possibilities. One is addition and another one is multiplication. If different amounts are put together and total is asked, then it is a sum of addition. If amount for one object is given and amount for many such objects is asked, then it is multiplication. If the final answer is going to decrease, then it could be a case of subtraction or division. From bigger lot, if something is removed, then it is naturally subtraction. And if initially there is a single large quantity and this has to be distributed equally, then it is a case of division. Moreover, Rani, in subtraction, usually the question ends with how big, how small, or give the difference, or how many more needed, exceeds by how much is remaining, how far we are from total target. All these questions indicate this is a case of subtraction. Let us solve some word problems by using our common sense and imagination. The question given is, in election, so many women and so many men cast their votes. How many votes were cast together? Now the minute you read this question, you should start imagining what is happening in the voting process. There is a ballot box. Women and men are putting in their ballot papers, and all the ballot papers will be collected in this ballot box. That means this has to be added to this in order to get the final answer, and the final answer is asked in together, altogether, or total, how much. These terms are going to reveal that this is a case of addition and we will have to add this number with this. Let us cover the next question. We expected donations to be 78490 rupees, but the amount donated was 84,000 rupees. By how much the final amount exceeded our expectations? So, let us start our imagination playing. We were at 0 level first, right? And for school, for developing the school building, we were asking for donations and this much we were expecting. So expected figure was 78490. But our parents were too generous and they didn't stop here. They went on giving us more and more donation, and finally the total donations reached 84,000 figure. So our expectations was only this much. And this much came as a surprise to us. And hence, we will have to take out only this part. That means it will be a sum or example of subtraction. We will have to subtract from 84,000 this previous amount, which is going to give us this part, which shows that parents were generous to give this much more. So our answer should show that this was the ultimate figure of donation, but we were expecting only 78490, and hence whatever answer comes after subtraction, that will show that this much amount exceeded our expectations. Now, the previous question is slightly changed. Let us see the change. We expected donations to be 84,000 rupees, but the amount donated was 17,200 rupees only. By how much we fell short of our expectations. So again, let your imagination start working. We expected something more. For example, we expected that from 0 level, we will start getting money, and by donations, we will be collecting 84,000 rupees. This was our expectations. But we fell short of our expectations. We could collect only this much. What was the amount? 17,200. So this was from here to here. This was the amount that we actually collected. But we were expecting 84,000. So, this much we fell short of. This part. That means we will have to subtract from 84,000 17,200 rupees in order to get the amount that we are short of now. So here we go. 84,000 minus 17,200, and now you know how to do the subtraction. So carry it on. Now honey bunch, let us take the next question. For my son's wedding, I have to give sarees to all female guests. I have purchased sarees for 35 guests at the rate of 1,000 rupees per saree. How much money have I spent? Now let your common sense and imagination work. There is a wedding ceremony in the family, and I have to give as return gift sarees to every female guest. Suppose if I had only 5 female guests, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then for her 1,000. For her also 1,000 rupees I have to spend. For this one also 1,000 rupees. For this one also 1,000 rupees. And for this one also 1,000 rupees. That means total I have spent 5,000, and I could have come to the conclusion by taking only 1,000 per saree into 5 days, right? Now here the rate of each saree is 1,000, but the guests are 35. So by multiplying 1,000 by 35, we get 35,000 rupees. So I have spent 35,000 rupees, and this is a case of multiplication, because cost of one saree is given and cost of 35 sarees I have to calculate. We are going to come on the last example. For my son's wedding, my budget for return gifts is 35,000 rupees. If I have to give similar gifts to 35 guests, what should be the value of each return gift? Now, the former example was also of son's wedding and return gift. That was the case of multiplication. So, thinking that since this example is also of wedding and return gifts, it has to be an example of multiplication, then Harivansh, you are going to go wrong, because with slight change in the wording, the entire meaning of the question itself changes. For example, here we have got the budget for return gift is 35,000 rupees. That means this is the money, total money that can be spent. So here is my batua, and in this batua or purse, I have got 35,000 rupees. Right? From this purse or batua, I have to take out money for paying for return gift. And there are 35 such individuals, and hence I have to buy 35 gifts. And the total money that I can spend is only 35,000. So they are asking us that how much will each return gift will be worth of. Now look here. Here total amount is given that can be spent, and for one such gift, how much money will be required, that is asked. So this is exactly opposite of multiplication, means it is the case of a division, and hence the quotient will be coming as 1,000 by taking regular steps in the division process. So honey bunch, let me repeat once again that for solving word problems, first of all, you should know the meaning of what is asked. With slight change of words here and there, the entire meaning also changes. Secondly, once you understand the meaning, you have to use your common sense and imagination and arrive at the answer.